Hi students, good morning. I hope you all are fine. Welcome to grade 11 business mathematics class. Okay, in our last class we learned about combinations and I gave some homework for you. I hope you all completed. So I said in our next class we will start one very important section. So mathematical induction. So we are going to learn today in our second chapter mathematical induction. This section is very important. We can expect one 5-mark question from this section. Okay. So please students listen carefully. Okay. I think this topic is new for you. You need to. So first all of you take down your book. You need no need to take down all the things to your note, but just I'm reading. So now when I am explaining you won't understand. Okay. So when you are doing the problem you will get good idea. So all of you take down your books. Mathematical induction. They are on blue color or violet color one box is there. Okay. So go through that. The principle of mathematical induction. So how we will do this? So first initial one step and inductive one step is given. So let P of n be a given statement for n belongs to n. So whatever the statement they gave, you need to choose is P of n. So let us assume the given statement is P of n. That's the first. Then first initial step is let the statement is true for n equal to 1. So you need to assume for n equal to 1. So in the place of n, you need to substitute the value as 1. So if it is okay, if it is when you are substituting for n as 1, LHS and RHS is becoming equal, you will say the statement is true for P of 1. Next, if it is true means we will go for the inductive step. Next step we will go. If the statement is true for n equal to k, in the place of n, first you need to substitute 1. Next you will substitute k. Okay, that's also true means next you will assume for k plus 1. And we will prove. Then you will say that P of n is true for all natural numbers n. That's the matter. I think now you got a simple idea. The main thing is you need to assume the statement as P of n. First you need to assume as n is equal to 1. If it is true, next move to n in the place of n you need to substitute as k. That's also true means you will assume for n equal to k plus 1. If it is also true means you will say the P of n, the given statement is true for all natural numbers n. Okay. So let's move to the question. So you just go through that principle of mathematical induction. I think that no need to write down to your note, but you need to learn that. Sometimes they may ask in 2-mark question what is the principle of mathematical induction. First day itself I said students it's not a 10 standard. So some creative questions or whatever maybe they can ask. So each and every line is important. So the principle of mathematical induction you learn from your book. Okay. Now let's move to the problem. Example 2.3. Using mathematical induction method, prove that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. up to n equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 n belongs to n. Have you seen this anywhere? Yes. In your last year, I think in the second chapter, in the last exercise, you learned this formula for natural numbers. Is it right? Now we are going to prove whether it is true. Okay, using mathematical induction. Okay. So here, for each and every step, they will allot the mark. So steps is very important. So whenever they gave the statement, question, you need to assume the statement as P of A. Okay. So this step is common for everything. That is, let the given statement P of n be defined as. We are going to assume the given statement is P of n. That's all. Okay. So here P of n we are going to assume. P of n is defined as how we are writing the given statement. That's all. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus n is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 for all n belongs to n. Keep it in mind, children. This is very important. This is first step. So whatever the question is there, so you need to assume that is the given statement P of n. Okay, we need to assume the given statement is P of n. I am moving very slowly. The reason is it is very important section. Okay, so the given statement P of n is defined as, so whatever they gave the statement, you need to assume as P of n. So P of n is equal to, I wrote the given question. Okay, now we are moving to step 1. What's our step 1? I said in the principle of mathematical induction, first you need to put in the place of n as 1. Okay, so now in the place of n you need to substitute as 1. So put n equal to 1. So in the place of n, shall we substitute 1? So LHS place, if you are substituting 1, what will happen? Okay, so P of n, is it right? So in the place of n you need to substitute 1 means LHS P of 1, the value is 1. Okay, now RHS, take down the RHS. What's RHS? N into n plus 1, is it right? So P of 1 we are going to substitute as P of 1 is equal to 1 into 1 plus 1 by 2. What I did, in the place of n I substituted 1. So what's the answer? 1 into 2 by 2. So 2 and 2 get cancelled, 1. Whether LHS and RHS are equal? Yes. So LHS is equal to RHS for n equal to 1. So what you will conclude? P of 1 is true. This is the first step. Have you got it? So first what you need to do? Let us assume the given statement is P of 1. P of n. Okay, that's the first thing we need to define as P of n. Then step 1, what you need to do? Put n equal to 1. In the place of n, you need to substitute as 1. So I substituted for LHS as well as RHS. Both the sides also I get the value as equal. So now I will say P of 1 is true. Next step, what will you do? In the place of n, we are going to substitute as k. Okay. And step 2. Step 2. That is, assume that the statement is true for n equal to k. Understand, students? First what you did? For n equal to 1. Now what you need to do? In the place of n, you need to substitute as k. That is P of k. In the place of n, you substitute k. Okay, P of k equal to, that is P of k is true. How P of k will become true? Shall we assume? That is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. up to k, that's equal to k into k plus 1 by 2 is true. This one already you know, is it right? In the last year, that is in the place of n, if you are substituting p, r, g, r, m, r, k, r, anything means also, you will get the same formula, is it right? Whether is there any changes? No. So P of k is also true. Understand? So next, step 3. In step 3, what you need to do? We need to assume for k plus 1. So to prove that P of k plus 1 is true, we need to assume P of k plus 1 is true. For that, what will you do means P of k plus 1. In the place of n, k, you need to substitute k plus 1. So that's equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus, now you will have a doubt. Ma'am, here in the place of k, you said in the place of k, you need to substitute k plus 1. Is it right? So here it is k plus 1. Now the last value is k plus 1. Is it right? That is in the place of k, k plus 1. Correct? In the place of k, k plus 1. What's the previous number then? K. Correct? Got it? You have a doubt, again and again I am repeating, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. up to, I said in the place of k you need to substitute as k plus 1. I substituted in the place of k as k plus 1. Before number k, is it right? Then only next number will become k plus 1 because it's a natural number. If it is 5 means next number 5 plus 1, 6, is it right? So now up to here, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. up to k. Shall we write from here to here the value as p of k? Yes, because from here to here it is same as p of k. So p of k plus 1. Okay. So in the place of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. up to k, we can write as p of k. Okay. So now what's the formula for p of k means? K into k plus 1 by 2 plus k plus 1. Now take down the LCM. LCM is 2 k into k plus 1 plus 2 into k plus 1. That's equal to, now k square plus k plus 2k plus 2 divided by 2. Simplify, k square plus 3k plus 2 divided by 2. Okay. Now it's a quadratic, so 3. 1 into 2. So what are the factors? K plus 1 and k plus 2. Now therefore p of k plus 1 is true. Now you will have a doubt. Ma'am, how p of k plus 1 is true? Yes. Shall we check down now? Now this is p of k. Is it right? Now it is k. Correct? In the place of k, whether you got k plus 1? Yes. Here it is k plus 1. Is it right? So in the place of k plus 1, if we substitute k plus 1, what will happen? In the place of k, k plus 1 means k plus 1 plus 1. So k plus 2 by 2. Correct? Whether it is true? Correct. So in the place of p, this is the value for p of k. Is it right? K into k plus 1 by 2. If we substitute k as k plus 1, we need to get this answer. Okay, so in the place of k, if I substituted k plus 1, k plus 1 is there. Then k plus 1 means k plus 1 plus 1. So k plus 2, p of k plus 1 is also true. So you need to conclude the answer this. If p of k is true, then p of k plus 1 is true. Therefore p of n is true for all n belongs to n. Okay, got it? So very important, students. So my first problem when you are doing, you will feel some more difficult. Afterwards it will be very easy. So first step you need to do p of, you need to define as p of n. Second, what will you do? Step 1, we need to assume for 1 LHS is equal to RHS. Next, what will you do? We need to assume for k. So okay, so k for will get p of k is equal to true. So this is the value for p of k. Okay. So in the place of p of k, next you need to substitute p of k plus 1. So whether if you are assuming p of k is true and we are getting p of k plus 1 is true, means we will conclude the answer. If p of k is true, then p of k plus 1 is also true. Therefore p of n is true for all n belongs to. Got it? Okay, I hope you got a good idea. Let's move to next question. Example 2.35. By the principle of mathematical induction, prove that 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus etc. up to 2n minus 1 equal to n square for all n belongs to n. This also last year we have learned this, is right? For odd number. So same as we are going to do. Solution. Let p of n is defined as, write on the given statement, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus etc. up to 2n minus 1 is equal to n square. Next, what will you do? Step 1. What is step 1? Put n equal to 1. Put n equal to 1. Substitute here in the place of n is 1. Okay. So P of 1. Okay. That is equal to 2 into 1 minus 1. So what will you get? 1. Correct. So this is LHS. Now substitute for RHS. RHS is n square. So that's equal to 1 square means 1. Okay, so P of 1 is true. Whether LHS is equal to RHS? Yes, LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, P of 1 is true. Next step, what will you do? Step 2, what will you do? P of, assume that P of K is true. We need to assume for P of K is true. So assume, put it 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus etc. plus 2 into K minus 1 is equal to K square. Okay. Now it's okay. Now step 3, what will you do? To prove P of K plus 1 is true. We need to prove for P of K plus 1 is true. Now put it 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus etc. up to 2K minus 1. Next, in the place of this one will be same. Next, what will you get? 2K plus 1. Is it right? So, in the place of K, you need to substitute K plus 1. Is it right? So, if you substitute, what will happen? 2 into K plus 1 minus 1. So, what will you get? 2K plus 2 minus 1. What will you get? 2K plus 1. Now, substitute. This is K plus 1. Understand, students? So, this one will be same. Is it right? This is the previous. Okay. So, if you substitute in the place of K plus 1, you will get 2K plus 1. Okay. Now, this up to here, from here to here, how do you do? P of K plus 2K plus 1. So, in the place of P of K, what will you substitute? K square. Is it right? So, K square plus 2K plus 1. Okay. Now, this one, 1, 2, 1, 1. So, what's the value you will get here? What the value you will get? K plus 1 the whole square. Okay. Now, shall we check it? Here it is K square. Here it is K plus 1 the whole square. Whether it is true in the place of K, whether it is K plus 1? Yes. So, K plus 1 is true. Therefore, P of K plus 1 is true. When P of K is true. What will you conclude then? Therefore, P of n is true for all n belongs to n. Whether you saw this form notation before, it is for all. Okay, it's a symbol for all. Okay, that is a same as A. Okay, from here to here, down to up, it is for all. Okay, so K square, K plus 1 the whole square. Okay, one more we will do. Example 2.36 by mathematical induction. Prove that 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus etc. plus n square is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Okay. Solution. Let P of n denote the statement. You know, is it right? Denote the statement. What's the statement? Write down the statement. 1 square plus, 1 square. This also you have learned, is it right? 3 square plus etc. plus n square is equal to n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. Okay. Now, what's the step 1? Step 1. Put n equal to 1. Okay, so you will get n equal to 1 means LHS. LHS n square, is it right? So 1 square is equal to 1. RHS, substitute in RHS as 1. 1 into 1 plus 1, 2 into 1 plus 1 divided by 6. So 1 into 2 into 2 into 1, 2, 2 plus 1, 3 by 6. That's equal to 1. So LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore P of 1 is true. Got it? I hope you got good idea. Okay, next is step 2. Step 2, what will you do? What will you assume? Assume that P of k is true. Assume that P of k is true. Put down P of k equal to 1 square plus 2 square plus etc. plus k square is equal to k into k plus 1 into 2 into k plus 1 divided by 6. Okay. Now what will you do? We need to prove for P of k plus 1. Is it right? So to prove P of k plus 1 is true. Now in the place of k, substitute as k plus 1. So what will you get? 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus etc. plus k square. Next term in the place of k is k plus 1 whole square. So k plus 1 whole square is equal to. So in the place of k, what will you get? From here to here, what formula you will apply? K into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 divided by 6 plus k plus 1 the whole square. Now simplify. What's the LCM? 6 is LCM. So k into k plus 1 into 2k plus 1 plus 6 into k plus 1 the whole square. Now simplify carefully. So k. So shall we take k plus 1 outside? So what's the balance? K into 2k plus 1 plus 6 into 1k plus 1 I took outside. So divided by 6. Okay. That's equal to k plus 1 is in outside. So 2k square plus k multiply inside. 6k plus 6 divided by 6. That's equal to k plus 1 into 2k square plus 7k plus 6 divided by 6. Okay. That's equal to k plus 1 into this one. You factorize it. You will get 12, 7. So what are the numbers? 3 and 4 you will get. Simplify. 2k square plus 4k plus 3k plus 12 plus 6. So you will get 2k outside. So k plus 2 you will get. So this all the things you know. Is it right already? So what are the factors? 2k plus 3 is one factor. K plus 2 is one factor. Divided by 6. Okay. Now shall we check it by using the. So here. What's the formula for k plus 1 in the place of k? Whether it is k plus 1? Right. So next in the place of k plus 1 plus 1. So k plus 2 is there? Yes. Then 2k plus 1. So 2 into k plus 1 plus 1. So 2 into k plus 1 plus 1 means 2k plus 3. Whether it is true? Yes. Therefore P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. Okay, therefore P of n is true for all n belongs to E. Got it? So P of k plus 1 is true whenever P of k is true. This problem sometimes they will ask in 5-mark question, but very easy. So if you understand the concept, it will be very easy. Now assume for n equal to 1, both sides will be equal, then P of k, then P of k plus 1. If it is also true means you will say P of k plus 1 is true means P of n is true for all n belongs to E. Got it? Okay students. So 3 examples we have completed. All of you take down your book. Exercise 2.5. All of you try first problem. I am giving only one homework for you. So homework exercise 2.5 problem number 1. Okay. Will you try? Okay. So, 2 more examples and some more problems in exercise are left. We will do in the next class. Okay, students, be safe. Please learn this. Take down to your classwork. Do the homeworks also. Okay, it's a very, very important. So, don't leave this. Okay, students. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.